With a stroke of his brush, artist Timmy Sneaks makes magic on canvas in preparation for his new solo show at Newbury Street's Palace Gallery. These colorful creations have caught the eye of Kardashians, Celtics, and even a rap mogul or two.
So if you're looking at your work, I'm thinking he's definitely from New York, Miami, but you're from Malden?
Yeah, originally.
Sneaks would later move to the North Shore, but his art isn't so much about where he grew up as when.
I mean, I grew up in the late 80s into 90s, and so a lot of the pop culture from that time period is just what I pulled from.
And so this is still a work in progress, right?
Yeah, this one's a work in progress.
I feel like it's like Daisy Duck there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneaks' modern look comes from old-fashioned hard work. He spends as much as 16 hours a day in his studio, with the finished work promoted through social media.
People from around the world are able to collect pieces which they normally wouldn't see.
The new trend of viewing art digitally has led to innovative physical spaces redefining what a brick-and-mortar gallery can be.
Palace Gallery is the first art gallery in Boston to produce and showcase an all NFT digital art show in a gallery space.
Serena Zhang is the gallery's director. NFTs are artwork that only exists digitally but can be owned, bought, and sold like traditional art.
For our last NFT show, we projected the digital art in a way where it's tangible on the walls like an actual picture frame, and these are Samsung screens specifically made to showcase NFT digital art.
Still unsure what an NFT is? No worries. Much of Timmy Sneaks' work currently on display is in traditional formats. But you'll also be able to see his very first NFT, and we got a sneak peek from Sneaks himself.
These are actually examples of my photography work that I'm gonna turn into NFTs. But these are actual printouts because I know for me, the idea of something digital is great, but I still feel like I want to put something on my wall.
Patrick Kelly blazed a chic trail down the catwalks of the 1980s fashion industry.
He had a tremendous drive and personal ambition to say something through fashion.
I used to have to sell my dresses on the street on Boulevard Saint-Germain, and a lot of people said, oh, I would never do that. And I said, well, it's not you doing it, it's me, so you don't have to worry.
Kelly's determination and talent were unmistakable back in 1988 when Chronicle traveled to France and visited Kelly in his Paris studio.
What has it been in the past about Paris that has been such an inspiration for artists and designers?
But it's beautiful, it has a kind of magical thing.
Less than 2 years after that interview, Kelly's life was cut tragically short. At just 35 years old, he died from AIDS-related complications on New Year's Day, 1990.
Yes, he was a fashion designer first and foremost, but also he was an artist.
Petra Slinkard is the Director of Curatorial Affairs at the Peabody Essex Museum.
This is the museum's first single fashion designer exhibition.
Patrick Kelly, Runway of Love, was first presented by the Philadelphia Museum of Art in 2014. In 2021, the De Young Museum revised the exhibition in San Francisco.
He's sort of elevating the idea of fashion shows to performance art.
Both Kelly and his work were extraordinary forces in fashion.
He was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi in 1954. He was a black gay man who, was raised in the rural South during the height of Jim Crow.
Kelly's grandmother introduced him to fashion through magazines she'd bring home from her job as a domestic worker.
He immediately noticed that there were no black women included. And he asked her, where are all the black women? And she said, nobody has time for black women. And he said, I will.
Kelly's grandmother also served as a great source of aesthetic inspiration.
So she would use mismatched buttons to mend his clothes as a child. And he takes this concept that, of course, he holds a lot of affection for and uses it over and over and over again.
In addition to buttons, bright colors, and bold embellishments, Kelly was also known for confronting controversy head-on by addressing racism by integrating anti-black memorabilia into his designs.
He felt very strongly that it was important for him to use his platform to insert race directly in the conversation. If people forget where they've come from, they will not have that opportunity to grow and to learn.
Within a span of just 10 years, Kelly left an indelible and unparalleled imprint on the industry.
He was really committed to perpetuating this notion of love and positivity in his work.
The thing what has saved me and made me successful is that I make things that make people smile.
And Petra points out that fashion always makes a comeback, so now a new generation can enjoy Patrick Kelly's work. Okay, joining me now back here at the Speedway is Alyssa DePasquale. She is the owner of the Koji Club, Boston's first sake bar. So start by telling us, what exactly is sake for those that don't know?
Oh, sake is such a fun and amazing alcoholic beverage. It's made from rice, water, koji, the namesake of our club, and yeast.
That's excellent. And how many different varieties do you guys offer here at the Koji Club?
I mean, the goal of the Koji Club is to be a space to celebrate, learn about, and drink really good sake. So our menu is as diverse as we can possibly get, and these 4 bottles in front of us are a great example.
All right, so I can't drink tonight because I'm on the job. However, if you were to go for one of these, which one would it be?
Tonight on a hot, awesome summer evening, I would go for this one. It's called Tensei Endless Summer. It's brewed by the ocean, so it's got a little bit of saltiness to it, and it's perfect for the people who like to picnic on the beach.
All right, I've always wanted to know the difference between hot and cold, and when do you have which?
You know, I really firmly believe drinking cold in the summer and hot in the winter, but the brewers put a lot of time and attention into these bottles, so maybe try it chilled first and then experiment as you like.
Alyssa DePasquale, thank you so much. All right, it is time to make you sweat. We'll be back.